So this week's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm still going to be talking about finances, but this story is going to be a little bit more personal in nature for sure. About 2 years ago, my sister and I both had weight loss surgery, and it was a big decision. It was a big decision health-wise as well as financially, and so I thought I'd kind of put this under the lens of making that decision with your finances, whether or not to have weight loss surgery. At the time, and actually still, my insurance does not cover it. And so I chose to do my surgery out of pocket, and I chose to do it in Mexico because that was an affordable choice. My sister, on the other hand, her name is Wendy, and she actually did her surgery in Colorado. Her insurance covered it. And so our experiences were kind of different, but I kind of want to just share those two experiences with you so that if you're considering having weight loss surgery, you can see it from both sides, both my sister Wendy, who did it through her insurance in the United States, and me, who I did it in Mexico out of pocket, and what it cost me, what it cost her, and whether or not we decided in the end if it was worth it or not. I'm Melisa Forward. Welcome to Damsel of Success, where we talk about all things money. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every single Wednesday. So if you're new to my channel, just so you know, usually I do topics about personal finance. So, feel free to stick around if you're looking at how to save for retirement, how to get out of debt, or just how to get better with money in general. I have a lot of videos about that, and I'd love for you to take a look if that's of interest to you. If you're here just for the weight loss story, I totally feel you. I was in your position a couple of years ago, and I just remember scouring YouTube and absorbing every single video that was out there that I could get my hands on about, what to expect and if this was going to be a good decision or not, how things would turn out for most people. So you're more than welcome to, hear my story and hear my sister Wendy's story. And hopefully this helps you, if you're kind of considering this surgery for yourself, decide whether or not it's going to be right for you. So like I said, this is going to be a super personal story today, and forgive me if I struggle from time to time. This was a really tough decision for me, and I don't think I have met a single person to whom this decision was taken lightly. My earliest memory of feeling like I was overweight was when I was probably 10 or 11 years old, which in retrospect is like kind of a ridiculous time to think that you're overweight because you're still a kid and you're still growing. But I just remember looking in the mirror and having tried on my favorite dress, and we were about to go to church, and it was a little tight. I was in a training bra at the time, and I remember you could see the outline of my bra, and you could see my little tummy kind of sticking out. And I just remember being so horrified at what I was looking at in the mirror. I just want to caveat this by saying, I don't think anyone should feel badly about their body in any way, no matter what kind of body you have. We all have different bodies. I have great love and great respect for every shape out there. So I just want you to know that before we get into this, and that issues that I was dealing with are my own issues. Those judgments about my own body are my own. They're not judgments about you or your body in any way, shape, or form. I think that every single body out there is beautiful, is absolutely beautiful. And as long as you have pride and can feel good about your own body, then that's a happy life. I wasn't feeling happy about my life, and that started really early on, and there are a lot of issues mixed up with that. So, I'm not going to go into a whole lot about that, but just suffice it to say that this started super early in my life when I started feeling bad about my body, and as a coping mechanism, very often what I would do is eat to deal with those feelings of feeling inadequate or just not pretty enough, not fit enough to be considered beautiful in our world. And that led to a lot of weight issues over time. Just, a huge struggle with weight, yo-yo up and down and up and down and up and down throughout time. If you're anything like me and you found this video, you've probably struggled with weight issues your entire life. I have tried everything in my life to lose weight, and I tried, I've spent so much money trying to lose weight. It's kind of ridiculous. I actually made a list, so I'm gonna, put some sort of graphic up here to show you about that. There's so many things that I did and so much money that I spent trying to lose weight in ways that were semi-successful, mostly not successful. I would guarantee you that my sister tried at least these things, probably other things as well, or different things that I didn't try. So here's what I tried before weight loss surgery. Take Shape for Life, which is also goes by the name Medifast or Optavia. I tried several online challenges and online courses and programs. I have been a member of so many gyms. I've lost track of how many gyms I've joined. Oh God. I tried juice cleanses multiple times. I tried that crazy lemon cayenne pepper, cleanse or whatever the hell it's called. That was totally ridiculous, by the way. I have taken so many different exercise classes like crazy. I bought a crazy amount of home gym equipment and home, workout equipment. I took up running for a while, trained for a triathlon and completed a triathlon. I have bought so many books about weight loss, a crazy amount of workout videos. Like my first entree into the workout video scene was the Taibo videos, if anybody remembers those. But since, I've spent a ton of money on that, I think I did the math and it's somewhere, it's certainly over $1,000, probably around $1,200 that I spent on workout videos alone. I flirted with a few eating disorders. I don't want to get too graphic, but I definitely tried different methods out of desperation to lose weight that were not healthy, and definitely I have an understanding of that and a lot of sympathy if you're going through that. I know the kind of desperation that you can feel when you're just at your wit's end trying to lose weight and trying to fit into the body type that society tells us that we're supposed to be in. So, I would say, throughout all those processes, I did the math, and those attempts to lose weight, which were mostly unsuccessful. Some of them were more successful. And this is not me saying that those programs were not successful for people. Just that for one reason or another, they did not work for me, or they only worked temporarily for me. But I do know in every single case, every single thing I tried, I know somebody who's been successful at that. So please don't take that as oh, these things don't just plain don't work, except for that, cayenne pepper lemonade nonsense. That's not a real thing. Don't do that. But otherwise, most of those things are legitimate ways to, get healthier. But in terms of weight loss, none of those methods ended up, being a permanent solution for me. I remember, for instance, with Weight Watchers, I did that for a full year. I actually did that for 4 years total, throughout the last 20 years. On and off, but 1 year that I was doing it really consistently, and I was, at least 75 pounds overweight and only losing around 2 to 3 pounds a month. And it just felt like so much work and so much vigilance over every single thing in order to get what amounted to not very much weight loss, to me at least. It just felt like other people were having these big successes, and for some reason or another, no matter how hard I tried, those results weren't working for me. It just wasn't happening. And I remember going to the doctor and showing them my logs of what I was eating every day and asking them for advice, and just totally feeling like they just didn't believe me. They didn't believe that this was a struggle. They thought that I was lying or trying to get some sort of validation from them, when really all I wanted was help. I just wanted to solve this problem. But, there's a big stigma around people who are overweight, and there's a stigma around judging them to be lazy or, perhaps not truthful or perhaps delusional about what they actually eat. And I had done all of this work and I had logged my calories and measured my food and done all of these things, and I was just getting these really poor results. And that lasted for at least 20 years, actually more like 25 years before I even thought to consider weight loss surgery as an option. So for anyone out there who thinks that weight loss surgery is the easy way out, like, I have words. I have words for you. Because not a single person that I have met has come to that decision lightly. And it is certainly not the easy way out, which I will get into a little bit later. But the stigma around weight loss surgery stopped me from considering it as an option for way too long. And I hope that's not the case for you if you're watching this video.